Hi, welcome to Marlene at Home for some fun summer ideas to do with your family. I'm Marlene from Carroll County Public Library, North Carroll Branch. Every summer, I have my grandchildren for an annual Grandparents' Week, and it's one of my most favorite weeks of the year. But these are just not ideas you can use for grandchildren. These are ideas you can do by yourself, with your family, with some friends, a variety of things to do for little cost. And so I hope you'll enjoy looking at some of the things that we did this summer, as well as a couple glances of things from other Grandparents' Weeks. We have to start off with the grandparents' house rules. Grandkids welcome, parents by appointment. Expect to be spoiled, and what happens here stays here. Storytelling, playing lots of games, and endless hugs and kisses. Sleepovers welcome, bedtime negotiable, kitchen open 24 hours. Dessert comes first. And that's the most favorite rule. Always have fun and share family traditions. Grandparents' Week began when I picked up the Memphis kids from River Valley Ranch. And here's Avery and her counselors down at Frontier Town. And next pick up Adeline and Connor up top of the hill with the younger kids. Our trunk was packed, my front seat was packed, and I love the smell of children's dirty clothes from a week at camp. Not. We called Domino's for dinner, and the kids love that. And then they just played with the toys at my mom's house. That kitchen set's still a real favorite. Then we went swimming next door at our neighbor's. Last year on our first morning of Grandparents' Week, we went to Exploration Commons to make soft pretzels together. And a few days later, we were on the front page of Carroll County Times, took up 3/4 of the front page. Last year, one of our very favorite places was the Children's Museum in Gettysburg about the Civil War. Cohen couldn't imagine how any soldier wore this heavy wool jacket in the heat. The boys tried to pick up what the soldiers wore on their backs, but they were unable to. The kids were fascinated by utensils used in the Civil War kitchens. It was hard to get them out of this station and move to the next spot. The station with the wounded soldier was the most engaging for the kids. From writing a letter to the soldier's mom, telling how he was doing, to medical care not going the way as planned, Adeline was shocked when his arm came off. I don't think she'll be a doctor like her mom. What did Gettysburg children do when bullets were flying during the battle? Some of my grandchildren hid in closets, another hid in the laundry basket. Another station taught children how to embroider. My youngest grandson was learning about Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. He just had one problem when he would try to read the Gettysburg Address. Going to library programs is always a part of Grandparents' Week. Here's last year at Making Monster Mask or Reading to a Dog. Don't forget, this year, adventure begins at your library. This year, while waiting for their cousins, each did their own thing. Avery at a computer, Connor reading a Dog Man book, and Adeline relaxing and coloring. Here I took the kids to the Snyder's Outlet, and they picked out the snacks for the week. Then we went home to greet the boys and go swimming. We went to the early service at church, and the kids loved going by the aquarium and looking at the fish on their way into their classes. We tried to get several pictures with the fish in the picture, but they always seemed to disappear. Here we are at our favorite restaurant, the Brownstone Cafe in Middletown, Pennsylvania, and one of the favorite things we like to order is cream of crab soup in a bread bowl. But the favorite part the kids love, we like to sit upstairs so that we can watch the train display in the background. You can see it was a very bright, sunny day. Another tradition, Chocolate World, the kids' favorite. It's all free, but it did have some waiting lines this time. And you can see not everybody is thrilled, but they are thrilled once they get on the ride, and it's really fun. All right, this is the end of day 2 of Grandparents Week, and it's a Sunday. We have a lot of family traditions. Well, of course, not only on Grandparents' Day, but we always go to church each week. And so anyway, we did that. Then a family tradition is to go to the Brownstone Restaurant in Middletown, Pennsylvania. And we love that. It's a former bank, and you'll see some pictures from that. And then we went to Chocolate World. And so those 3 things are a Sunday Grandparents Week tradition. And at Chocolate World, everybody gets to pick a pack of their favorite candy. Go start off with Avery. Avery, what'd you pick?
I got the regular little mini chocolate bars.
Okay, Hershey chocolate bars. And I should say, we just do Chocolate World. We don't go to the park. It's all free. You get a ride, you get free chocolate candy. And then we always buy one of these where, 5 bags of candy for $25? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay, so everybody gets to pick theirs. All right, Cohen, what was your favorite?
I do not know. I think it said dark chocolate covered peppermint patties.
Okay, turn it around so we can see. Oh, yeah, then we know. Connor, stand still, please. All right, Adeline, what'd you get?
I got Reese's peanut butter cups.
Okay.
Always good.
And Josiah, what'd you get?
I got a Jolly Rancher and a hard candy.
All right. And Connor, what'd you get?
I got birthday cake Kit Kats.
Birthday cake Kit Kats. All right, Avery, what did Mom and Pop-Up get? What were their favorites?
So Mom and Pop-Up, they got some Twizzlers. Pop-Up got strawberry Twizzlers. And then Mom got the sweet and sour Twizzlers.
Ooh, my favorite. Adeline, what else do we get?
So we got these festive 4th of July and Olympics Hershey Kisses that were there, limited time only, and limited edition. And you can use them for Olympic celebrations and the 4th of July.
All right, so we're taping this just before the 4th of July, so we've got it for that. Josiah, just real quick, show us what else we did today.
We also went Christmas shopping.
Also went Christmas shopping. All right, hide that one quick. And so then we came home and we did what, guys? After we came home this afternoon, what did we do?
We went swimming.
We went swimming. Well, we did take an hour or so, just a quiet time.
Best swimming of my life. Gosh.
Anyway, our next door neighbors have a pool, and they always let us use it. Connor? They always let us use it for Grandparents Week. Leave Lacey alone. We'll see Lacey later on.
Connor,
Anyway, they let us use it, and what a refreshing way to end our day. And then now everybody's gotten showered and cleaned up, and we all share all of our candy together, so we can all have a little of everything. And then we're turning in for the night. So the end of the second day of Grandparents Week. Playing school just seems to happen every summer. Also, reading is a big part of every week, whether it's in the car or before bedtime or during free time. Monday, we drove to our family cabin. It's a few hours of a trip. We told funny family stories in the car, and it was so special to have all 5 of our grandchildren at the Four Winds cabin. Highlight of going to the cabin is spending time with our dear Amish friends, the King family. Our dear Daniel took our kids on many rides on his cart with his pony, root beer. By the end of the evening, he had the boys knowing how to drive a horse-drawn cart. My grands loved playing in the barn and meeting Daniel's new pony, Cappuccino. Back at the cabin, Pop-Up telling cabin stories, fishing, hunting stories, or maybe the scary story about Harry John, a hermit that used to live near the cabin. Best 5 grandchildren in your bed in the morning. Time to pack up, and Cohen helping Pop-Up instructing him how to put everything away. He was a big help to his Pop-Up. Cousins Adeline and Josiah were our kitchen crew doing the dishes. Avery and Mom folding all the blankets, getting all the pillows put away, and here's a picture of all the kids in one of our bunk rooms. And Lacey. 2 days is too short of a time at the cabin, too much to do and enjoy. But here's our traditional picture. Everybody gets a picture on the porch swing. We stopped by Mrs. King's on the way out, and each of the kids picked a bar of her homemade soap for their mom, and then she wouldn't let us pay for it. When the kids saw my large picnic basket at Christmas time, they said at Grandparents' Week they wanted to have a real picnic, a real one. I asked what that was. They said a big picnic basket, a table or a blanket, your favorite foods like peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and fluff, and no bees. So we went to a nearby playground and had a great time. After lunch, we went bowling, another favorite thing we like to do. You'll see the kids react in different ways, and I'm really thankful for my youngest daughter, Megan. She is great at finding me great deals, great coupons. We bowled for free, two games for free. All you had to pay for was the shoes. And both of my girls and their husbands have been very generous in giving us money towards the expenses of Grandparents' Week. The children and the cost of groceries are both growing. That evening, I took the 2 girls to the 50% off community aid sale. Adeline got a bride doll, and Avery got a brand new purse. It was the best money I spent all week. Lacey was the belle of the ball all week and was never short on loving. There were occasions when she'd look at me like, "Mom, help me," but when they left, she stood at the door and cried for 2 days. Grandparents' Week happened the same week as 4th of July. So I made a really new recipe from one of my library coworkers. I made a tray of fruit. We had strawberries, blueberries, pineapple chunks, mandarin oranges, just whatever your family likes and whatever you might have on hand. Then an 8-ounce cream cheese at room temperature. And when it's at room temperature, so you can easily mix it, with 1 7-ounce jar of marshmallow fluff and 1 teaspoon, just a teaspoon of vanilla. Mix that all together and it makes a wonderful dip for fruit. I even saw one of my grandkids dipping their watermelon slices into the fruit dip. So just a simple recipe you might want to try for maybe you're still celebrating the Olympics. Hooray for the USA, or some ideas you can use for Labor Day weekend. Thursday was the 4th of July, and we had a large picnic here. We had the Memphis kids, other grandparents and great-grandma, and dear friends. The girls put 4th of July tattoos on everybody. Okay, so what do you do while you're waiting for fireworks to begin?
Avery just cut off her own hand.
We have a family fight, sword fight,
It's 2-3.
and my daughter Megan is whooping the kids, but they're having lots of fun. The kids are taking turns. It's a cool noodle, about 2 feet long. And there's a little drizzle here, but it's really light, beautiful sunset, and the rain is supposed to stop shortly. Cheap entertainment, and they'll sleep well tonight. 4th of July fireworks, but every town in Carroll County has a week fair or festival with fireworks, so you might want to check that out. In many of my past videos, you have learned about our dog Cooper. And in one of my last videos, I talked about Cooper moving to Memphis. My husband said he couldn't handle dogs anymore. I said that he was going to miss Cooper. A couple months later, he tells me he wants to buy his own Christmas present. I said, okay, what do you want? And he said, well, he shows me an iPad, and he says, I found this adorable puppy. I'm like, Paw. He's like, I know, but I want a smaller dog than Cooper, a lap dog, and so And finally I said, well, I'm going to go look, but I don't think we should. But as soon as I saw Lacey, now she looks quite different right now because she got groomed for the summer shorter than I would have liked. But usually she is a white fluff ball. And she is now the love of our life. Just like we love Cooper and we still love her. We just got to visit her, if you saw that video, when we were down south. And so she slept with us every night. But here's our Lacey girl. Adeline, when you first heard that Pop-Up and I got a new dog, what did you think?
I was like, what? They're getting a new dog after they just got rid of one?
You were not happy with us, to say the least. And you started all singing a song about this. Let's hear it.
This Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next month you gave me away.
Oh, I heard that song.
To save me from tears, I'll spend a week with Max.
So yes, Max is where Cooper goes when they now go on vacation. But anyway, they were not happy with us. But once they came a month later and they met Lacey, Avery, what'd you all think then?
That she was cute.
And that you loved her. Connor, what did you think when you saw her?
She looked really cute and she was really small and light and fluffy.
What, small and light and fluffy. Now these guys, several times we tried to talk them into taking Cooper, but no, they didn't want to take Cooper. What did you guys get? Josiah, I'll start with you.
We got a dog named Bo.
Bo, and what kind of dog is Bo?
He's a golden doodle.
A golden doodle. So now we have this huge white ball of fluff, this medium-sized ball of white fluff, and now the small lap size. And so I just wanted, many of you ask me, what's the latest on Cooper? Where's Cooper? And so now you all know the story of the three white balls of fluff in our family, and you have now met Lacey.
I'm surprising her. So my dog Bo, he's huge and like he can take down like a fox or something. And somehow Lacey always beats him in like wrestling fights. It's really funny to watch.
This little tiny dog, she takes Bo on.
I mean,
Okay.
a dog this size compared to that size.
I forgot to mention one of our favorite things in the evening to do is to connect our iPhone to our large screen TV, and we look at old pictures and videos of the kids growing up, and it is hilarious. In their library shirts, on the last day, we went to the library to pick up their free book, their summer reading prize. It was a very hot week, so we're very thankful for our neighbor's pool. We swam almost every day, and some days twice a day. On the last night, I tried to make their favorite things. So I made Mrs. King's barbecued meatballs, creamy mashed potatoes, and I said they could choose one vegetable. On the last day, we do a recap of our week, and we had s'mores on our fireplace at night as our Memphis kids fly out 5 a.m. with their dad the next morning. Thank you for joining me at Marlene at Home this summer. I hope you too found that adventures begin at your library, but then they go so many other places. Like we went on a sleeper car to the Deep South. We've just done a number of things here in our community at local stands and farmers markets this summer, and then here with my family, things to do all around the community. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you have been given some ideas in this. I think this was our 78th episode of Marlene at Home, but I hope you enjoyed them and have a great rest of the summer, because it's still just August, so there's lots more adventure you can have this summer.